Hey guys, it's J.Mystic Speaks on stuff. I was just sitting here and I was just thinking, because I'm doing some laundry, of how to protect your energy and the environment and the effects that your environment can have on your ability to be successful or to be successful. I don't know. I mean, to grow or to move into a direction of a higher vibration. And I was just thinking of like, I don't know why I was thinking this, but I was thinking if you were, if you had to stay, let's say the environment is a bar and you're going out to go have a beer, to enjoy a beer, right? Just go enjoy a beer, hang out with some friends, maybe play some pool, in like a nice kind of fun, wild dive bar or something, right? And you're just going there to just kind of have a good time and play some pool. That's okay. But that environment might be okay for a little while, right? Might be, because you can protect your energy, you can hold that energy. But then I was thinking, I was like, what if you were just stuck in that environment? You couldn't leave, right? Like you were always at the bar. Let's say you go to the bar thinking that you're just going to have a good time, but for whatever reason, you get trapped there, indefinitely. Like you're just stuck there. You can't leave that environment. You will probably end up having a very difficult time maintaining a high vibration. Meaning you'll eventually be vibrationally exhausted, where your vibration has no choice but to come down to the vibration of that environment. No matter how hard you try to maintain a positive, high vibrating frequency in that environment, let's say that bar, right? You're there, you're stuck there, like you can't go anywhere. I mean, for one night to go out and play pool and hang out with some good friends and just have a good time, right? The intentions are positive. You have no plans to stay there forever, right? But let's just say, just to be colorful, that you end up getting trapped in that environment, that bar. You can't go anywhere. You're just there. No matter if you want to leave that environment, and mind you, let's just say this. Let's just say you end up getting talked into staying at that bar by, let's say, the people that are at that bar. Like, come on, man, let's just stay. Let's just stay there. Let's just stay here. Let's play another game, right? And then a couple hours goes by, and let's say that's all good. It's, you're really having a good time. You got a couple drinks in you, right? And suddenly now you're not thinking straight. You're like, your vibration has come down to where like you're more intoxicated, or you're not thinking in your right mind, literally. And that could be for a lot of different reasons. Maybe you've had more than 2 drinks. Maybe you've had 3 drinks. Maybe you had 4 drinks. And as you proceed to stay in that environment, your vibration is going to start taking on or being degraded to the level of frequency that's in that environment. You're going to succumb to that frequency, which means you're going to end up becoming or resonating with your environment, that bar. And let's say you get stuck there for 8 hours, right? Or maybe even a day. But let's say you're there for like a week, right? And like that's your life. Your life is just the mundane things that are in that low frequency, low vibrational atmosphere, because you can't leave, right? So you don't have any positive frequencies to help you bounce back, so to speak, to your desired frequency. And then let's say a week goes by and you're there. And mind you, the door, you could just walk right out. But you're being influenced by external frequencies, external energies, okay? Lower energies. So this could be, anything, a group of people. It could be the other people at the bar, that have been there for, they go there, they live there. Like as soon as they get done with work, they go there, they spend their money there, they spend their energy there, they spend, all their extra time there, right? Becoming numb, being numbed by that environment and that lower frequency, to the point where that becomes your new reality. That becomes your new reality, okay? Mind you, you could just decide at any point, you know what, I gotta go. I have to leave. I can't do this anymore. And everybody's like, no, man, no, you gotta stay, we're in this together, and what am I gonna do if you're not here? I need my buddy, I need my friend, but are they your friends? Are they your buddies? I don't know. And you get talked into staying in that environment, because that has become your new environment. That's become your new frequency. You've lowered your frequency. You've come down in frequency to the point where now you've become your environment. Because that's who you're hanging out with. And so I just thought this funny thought of what if you could never leave, and you were trapped, or you thought you were trapped in that environment, that bar, and you couldn't leave, right? And you spend days, and you spend weeks, and you spend, let's say, 4, 5, 6 hours every evening in that environment, because those are the people you're talking to, and those are the people that keep calling you and keep texting you, like, come on, man, let's go do this, let's go do that, let's go play a game of pool, let's listen to music, let's have a couple drinks. Oh, you don't want to have any drinks? Don't worry, man, I'll buy you a drink. I got your drink. I got your first drink, or maybe 2 drinks, right? And then before you know it, you've had 6, 7, 8 drinks, and then you're down there, flirting with people and doing this and doing that, and you've just become lost. You've become addicted or to a lower vibrational environment, while the whole time you could just leave. You could just like say, this is not my ideal reality. I don't want to live like this. I don't want. As you reflect and you're looking around and you're reflecting and you're like, man, these aren't even really my friends. Like, these people don't really care about me. They only care about me when it's convenient and when I'm giving them my energy and making them feel good. Or they want something from me, right? They want my energy. They want my energy. I don't want to be in hell by myself. I don't want to be at the bar by myself, even though, and you might be like, yeah, well, maybe I'll hang in there. Maybe I'll go, and maybe I can help them. Maybe I can help them realize they don't have to be at the bar so much. But listen, they've already made a conscious decision or unconscious decision, right? That like, they haven't woken up to the fact that they could have a better life, a more high vibrating life. And so if you're really a loving, giving person, and you don't like to be alone, you may decide to keep going into that environment, thinking that you're there helping somebody else, while the whole time you are being vibrationally degraded slowly until you become a victim of that environment, and the casualty is your vibration lowers and goes down, and suddenly things aren't working out the way they should work out. Like, things are getting harder, things are becoming difficult, things aren't happening as planned. You're having a hard time concentrating, you're confused, you're always got alcohol in your system, you're just in a bad place. You're just in a bad place energetically. And somebody needs to hear this. There's a lot of people out there going to bars, right? But the bar is just the analogy, right? This could be any environment, any place, anything. It could be a bad work environment. It could be you're just surrounded by low vibrational people that don't want you to outshine them energetically. They don't want you to grow. They want you to stay where you are, so that they're not lonely and they feel like, and not only that, they want you to stay, but they also want you to feel lower than you on a vibrational level, so that they have this God complex or this, ability to manipulate you and make you feel like, you don't really have a say, control, right? Complete opposite of freedom. Freedom is choice, and the choice is you could just walk right outside the door. You could just walk right out the door. And change your life. Now, you may have withdrawals. You may feel sad because you created some sort of bond some sort of low vibrational bond to that environment or to those people, because, to be honest, because they trigger unhealed areas within yourself. And until you remove yourself from a toxic, energetic environment, and you kind of put that behind you, you're not going to see a lot of change. And I know this is hard to hear, but sometimes you got to learn to let go and to put to death that lower vibrating, lower frequency lifestyle. And you have to remove yourself, and you have to heal, and you have to make a conscious decision and a spiritual decision to say, hey, listen, like, I love myself so much that I want to do better. I want to be healthier. I don't want to be stuck in that lower reality, lower timeline. And as soon as you start making hints or, contemplating or discussing, you may even discuss with the friends that you're with in that toxic environment, like, hey, listen, like, maybe we should, like, leave this environment. Maybe we shouldn't do this anymore. Maybe we should maybe go on a walk, or maybe go do this or do that. Like, let's leave the bar. Let's leave this environment that is not fulfilling. It's just not fulfilling anymore. It's like there's only so much you can drink, and there's only so much drama you can deal with, and there's only so much manipulation that you can deal with. There's only so much, disappointment that you can deal with. There's only so much manipulation and, on and on and on. There's so many different things. I mean, just take some time to think about, the things that you don't want to experience anymore. But that involves a lot of courage, a lot of strength, and a lot of strength to say, hey, you know what, guys, it's been fun, but like, I don't see this being my life. I don't see this being the best thing for me. And instead of trying to get them on board, I mean, you could say, hey, like, why don't you come with me? Why don't we change our lives together? Why don't we leave the bar and stop coming here? Let's change our environment. Let's do something more high vibrating. In order to change, guys, you have to change for the better, for a more abundant, happier, brighter, higher vibrating frequency. You have to remove yourself from environments that are not supporting your vibrational growth. And the door is right there. You can go. Now, that's a big choice. But it's actually a very simple choice, right? But it's very empowering too, to realize that you have the freedom to change your life and your vibrational frequency, which is changing your life because you are energy, for the better, by just simply having the courage to let go and to decide for yourself, I want better for my life. I want better than what this is right now, whatever that is for you guys. That takes a lot of courage, because you have to, sometimes, most of the time, you have to let go of people that you love, or you think you love, or you thought they love you, right? But they did, let's say they did love you, but it was a superficial love. Like, it was like, dude, no, you don't love me. Like, you don't love me because you know I'm an alcoholic, right? And you know that I probably drink too much, right? But you keep inviting me to do low frequency activities, lower vibrating activities that are literally hindering my ability to be successful in my life, to attract, to manifest the actual things that I desire to have in my life. Now, the problem with that is sometimes, well, a lot of the times that's extremely scary because maybe you've never experienced a better version of yourself. You want to be more successful, or you want to feel happier, or you want to feel more at peace. You want to feel and see that things are coming towards you that are positive, that are fulfilling, that are beneficial to you, right? And maybe you've never had those higher vibrating situations happening to you, and so you're unfamiliar with it. It's like, it's scary. It's like going into the wilderness. You're like, I've never been, extremely happy. I've never been satisfied. I've never felt true love. I've never done these things. Or every time I did think that it was true love, I found out it was, a facade, right? It was a sheep in wolf's clothing, right? Huh? I don't have any cash on me, buddy. I have a card. That's all I got. I don't have any cash on me. You want some food? Where's the food? Sonic? Yeah. How about we go over there and I buy you a meal? Is that cool? But I got no cash for anything else. Okay. So if we go over there right now and get something to eat, you'll be cool with that? Okay. All right. All right. Well, that's a nice bike you got there. Yeah, I was doing